Throughout history, we've seen individuals who took initiative, led the charge and made waves, often for better or worse. Some people call them chads, individuals who aren't afraid to act. Today we're talking about one of the most polarizing modern figures, who has sparked both admiration and criticism, Tecak. Tecak is a figure known for being a leader of a far-right group, Format 18, as well as his personal fight against drug dealers, drug trafficking, as well as pedophilia. Tecak became known for his vigilante activities and actions videos he produced, which showcased a lot of violence as well as confrontation with individuals whom he had accused of pedophilia or being drug dealers. His early involvement and leadership of the far-right organization Format 18 helped to establish his reputation within right-wing circles. He rose into fame in those circles via his videos that showed him basically end the Occupy Pedophilia campaign, where he targeted people that were suspected of being pedophiles. His campaign included luring those people and then starting to film them, beating them up and degrading them. Those films he then shared online. Through his violent or polarizing videos, he attracted media coverage, further amplifying his visibility. Through his actions, he got a lot of legal trouble and got into problems with the law. It resulted in several arrests of him. He also was convicted, and that also contributed to his notoriety. Ultimately, Tecak rose to fame through his vigilante activities and his polarizing nature because of the videos. So he's not your average guy. Tecak made his mark by stepping into the spotlight in a bold way of taking charge where most others hesitated, or where most others didn't do anything, even though they didn't support, for example, pedophilia. From the start, Tecak showed that he wasn't afraid to make decisions and stand by them. But as with all such figures, his actions were met with mixed reactions. Some saw him as a leader, a person who was willing to take responsibility when no one else would. Others saw the things differently. They saw him as a vigilante far-right criminal who actually attacked innocent or just attacked people and took the law into his own hand. This action, whether you agree with or not, demonstrated his ability to push forward when others were unsure. But what makes a person like Tecak standing out from the crowd? It's not just the decision itself, but the attitude behind it. Tecak didn't just take charge or just took a chance. He knew that his actions would have backlash. But what makes a person like Tecak stand out from the crowd? It's not just the decision itself, but the attitude behind it. Tecak didn't just take a chance. He took it knowing the backlash that would follow. Of course, any figure who takes a strong initiative is bound to spark controversy. Tecak's actions didn't sit well with everyone. His decisions led to controversies, whether they were moral, ethical, or political in nature. Here's the thing: leadership and action aren't always clean. In Tecak's case, the line between boldness and recklessness is blurred. But that's often what we see in individuals who refuse to wait for permission to act. Tecak's story isn't unique in history. Time and time again, we've seen figures who've been praised and criticized for the same thing: action. Whether others would from historical figures in modern-day leaders, those who lead rarely so without controversy. And Tecak is no different. But Here's what separates Tecak from most. He wasn't afraid to step into the chaos. While others hesitated, he took the reins, knowing full well what the consequences could be, and in the end would be. Tecak died in 2020 under suspicious circumstances for his actions, probably. At the end of the day, Tecak's legacy is still being written, whether history remembers him as a visionary or controversial figure. One thing is certain: Tecak acted when many stood still. That kind of initiative is what makes a person a child of history. What else is there still to say? Tecak was a man who took initiative. That's why he was chosen for the first episode, because a lot of people want something, believe in something, but don't take initiative. I'm not saying you should go and beat up people or anything like that, but what I am saying is you should work for what you want, you should do for what you believe in. You shouldn't just sit at home and do nothing. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to discuss this further, join the conversation on Discord.
Успокойся и